All our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please note the regrettive comments. Thank you.
Ìkan lẹ máa fọwọ́ mú. Now one, now go choose. Okay, somebody, yes, in my husband's family too, but the man can say no. Aha. One in share up till now. And as at then, it made women, single women, Kekebi, my sister, I saw your comments to yesterday. Shewapa. In those days, remember, women were not as busy. They were not as ambitious. They were not as exposed. They don't know their rights. They don't know what is okay and what is not okay. It is whatever society tells them that they have to, the family tell them they have to do. It is a yes and yes thing. There was no room for no. There was no room for no. So it reduces single women in the society. Civilization came. Gender equality came. And so many other things. Women's rights. It came. And we began to know our rights as women. We began to know we went to say no in abuse, in a traumatic situation, and all of that. We became ambitious and all of that. Now, option day, option that I don't want to be in a polygamous zone, unlike those days. So if you say you are not going to be a polygamous zone, and the man say, I want to marry more wives, so what do? You have to leave. And live peacefully. Come out, go jeje, no buy somebody because you won't marry. Because that man still has a choice to his own life. The same way you have a choice. I understand. You have a choice to make. That no, over my dead body. The man can say, no, this is what I want to. So everybody can make their choice. What do we have now? It now made us to have a lot of more single mothers. And honestly, there's nothing bad in it. Trust me. I don't know why people feel offended or feel bad or they feel depressed for it. What do we have now? Single motherhood. A lot of single mothers out there. A lot of women that are not married too. Of age. The older you get, the less chances. Time of stone age. When it gets to the time, that person will tell him, Pekin, now like this, I take conceive you to born you. And the child, in another 10 years' time, what we'll be discussing, all these things will be acceptable. In those days, if anybody tell anybody about IVF, we know what they were talking about IVF in those years, about 30 years ago. Many of us don't even know what is called IVF. Many of us don't know what is surrogacy. Today, surrogacy is acceptable. Today, IVF is acceptable. Today, adoption is acceptable. So in the next few years, what you are thinking is abomination is going to be an acceptable thing. Hello? Antoni. You are not going to be in your village anymore. Nobody will live as they are living in your village. Omoli Pompi, thank you. Then they call them test tube babies in those days. Thank you for reminding me the name they call them. Omonugo. No man pay one. In fact, some people will even tell you, such children, they are not always. IVF, very brilliant. They are doing, because they were using it in those days. Because we don't move with civilization on time. That is our problem. We don't move. We are slow to accept civilization. We are slow to accept things. Even by now, some people still believe prayers is what you have to use to survive things. Till now. Like in those days. Some people now know a lot of things though is not prayer. You can't achieve it. Right? Now we are beginning to think. even though we are thinking late, but at least we are thinking, which is more important. We are thinking now. We are thinking now, which is most important in everything. So life is not going to remain as they do it. Even that's your village. They are already embracing civilization. Abi? They are beginning to embrace civilization too. What they not before village, then they record things they send to us. So a few years from now, we are moving to that stage. They do I'm here well. They can decide on their own. Okay, as things are, I don't want to start having children late, and husband never come. They go to the bank, the spam bank, look at everything, portfolio, and because they ask for a lot of questions here before they do it, they look at the one they want, the one they don't want, and they choose. They get pregnant and they have their children. Life is evolving, is not staying stagnant because of your belief, because of your culture, because of your tradition, unfortunately. And it is not only here, it's all over the place. All those people you think have culture, the Indians and all the rest, no be them, dear people, they go do the IVF pass. Now for Indian now, no be Indian and they go do IVF pass. Chinese, no be them they create, then they manufacture technology. And we say, if you are the one that doesn't have culture, there are some things, it's not about culture. It's about people living a fulfilled and happy life. How many years we won't spend? Out of, let's assume somebody is going to live 80 years on this earth. Out of the 80 years, you have how many years to be active? When they born you, first 21 years out of your life. You are not active. Somebody is controlling your life as at then. From 22, you start controlling your own life. Now, 22 to maybe 60 or 70. That's about 40 years. Within that 40 years, you are going to work, get busy. So you have how many years to really enjoy your life? You now want somebody to be the one to dictate your happiness, dictate your everything for you, or society. What society says is what you will follow. Now it cause a lot of people, as them boxers in those days. As them boxers in those days, we mess up a lot of the lives, especially the lives of women. And I'm more particular about women, because when I think about somebody like me, therefore don't mess me up. I would have been in the league of those people. Go and watch the video I did with Auntie Joy. When I was listening to Auntie Joy, I was actually seeing my younger self in Auntie Joy's story. If I had continued with them, with those SU people, because remember I said I started with SU. Now my mama use a cane and talk, carry me come out for SU. Don't forget, I've told you my story. Maybe I will take time, really sit down and talk it one by one, not just jumping in and out. So as at that time, Baba Shola said, if our ladies become financially independent, marriage will almost fade away. You know why, Baba Shola? Because most of our men are always marrying for control. They are not marrying to have a team partner. That is why we are having problem as a people. There's nothing stop. None of us, you are a man, I want to believe, Baba Shola. You are a man. You have daughters. Have you sent your children through school? Why did you send them to school? Is it not for them to be financially independent and stable? It's because you want your child. You want to be proud of that, your daughter. You want your daughter, in case anything happens, let that your daughter be able to stand on her feet. This is the reason we have to, not because marriage can break. For example, somebody like me, marriage no break. I lost my husband at a very young age. If I was not strong financially, if I was not trained to be hardworking, if I was not trained to be focused in life, I won't be here today. This is one of the reasons we will continue to tell women, now you men making her adjust to knowing that a woman needs to be financially stable, financially strong. It doesn't make her a bad woman. Of course, a woman who has her money will not allow herself to be trampled upon. A woman who has her money, remember, rights are now being preached though. Man get rights for marriage, woman get rights. Woman get rights, man get rights. Right is not duty, oh, because I saw somebody writing on Facebook and said, the moment a woman knows her rights in marriage, the marriage is finished. So it doesn't mean a woman doesn't have rights. It seems some people don't know the definition of rights. Definition of rights is what a woman is due to or a man is due to in a marriage. For example, in the society, in a country, everybody has a right. The right to vote, the right to be called a citizen, the right to speak, the right to be part of some decisions in that country, and all of that is the right for being a citizen. Likewise, in a marriage, when a woman gets married, she has a right in that marriage. The right to contribute in that marriage. The right to be a decision maker in that marriage. The right for our voice to be heard in that marriage. It is not the same thing as duty. Duty in marriage is, duty of a woman in marriage is making sure the home is safe for the husband, and likewise the wife, husband too. The husband duty, provide for the family. The woman's duty, making sure when the husband comes in, the food is there. Making sure when the man needs what he needs, she's available. The woman too, when she needs it, the man is available. Those are duties. It's not the same thing as rights. Okay? But most people consider rights as duties. No, right is different. Everybody, even the children, they have their rights in that home. Marriage is not a control tool, but most men see it as a control tool. That is when you get scared when a man makes money. I will forever encourage my children to make their own money. You see, this is why many of you men feel used by women. I have seen several posts on social media where men will say, woman, after they have used them to step up, why did you go and marry somebody that is down? Don't you know once a woman has money, money is voice. Money is voice. That poverty makes people easily to be in bondage and slavery. You can see what is going on in our country, in our society. It's because poverty. How many rich men you see where they go church 24/7? Now poor people. Now poor people, they go church pass. A woman must have something doing. Please. I don't believe any parent of today, I don't believe many parents of today will allow their girl child and say because of marriage, don't go to school. You don't need to have your money. Because he will be Lossy school. We even push them after masters, go for PhD. That's what we are doing now. Make your own money. Make your own money. Anything can happen. Your husband can even lose job. How do you cope in the house? I have seen situation, the beautiful marriage, everything working fine. Both partners love themselves. They have beautiful children. Marriage that you will see, you say, yes, this is actually marriage. Husband lost job. Now woman carried the load for good 4 years. Nobody knew. Nobody knew. She encouraged the husband. As things don't begin do Uber. He started doing Uber while she was carrying the larger load of the family before the guy saw another job and everything went back together. Imagine if she was not financially strong and something like that happens between them and the husband lost his job. That is how family go into poverty. Remember, the marriage is not about you anymore. It's about you, your wife, your husband, and the children that are more important than both of you at this time. A marriage that has children, the children are more important. They are of more consideration in whatever you are doing because you are going to spend for those children. You have almost 20 years of expenses on each of that child, or on each of those children. 20-something years of your life is going to be for them. Now imagine you go and marry a woman because you want to control her. You now go and marry a woman because you don't want her to. That is why a lot of women don't know how to do business. That is why a lot of women, husband, anything happens to the husband, the children's life don't finish. So what legacy have they left for you? That is why a lot of women, after marriage, break up. They can't pick themselves up because they don't even know how to do anything. Baba Shola, you said, Auntie Aduni, what about ladies who already knew that they are in that marriage for a period of time, even from the very beginning? Baba Shola, I don't think any woman wants to go to a marriage for a period of time. Maybe younger ladies who go to marry older women, older men. Maybe. Those cases, I would say the man himself purposely invited that kind of woman into his life. Okay? Olaide, thank you. Both parties should be willing to be flexible enough to take on the duties of the other when push comes to shove. Thank you. I don't think any woman wants to go into marriage expecting it's going to be for a limited time. No. Everybody wants to stay long in that marriage, except, I'm going to put a clause, except the ones who marry for money. The ones who don't marry for money, they want that marriage to last. They want to age together. They want to be together for long. But if you now marry because of money, or you go and marry somebody to become the ATM of that person, be rest assured, when that person stabilizes financially, at that point, they will start seeing every reason why they should not be with you. Most times, it's after you don't take care of the children well. No woman wants to marry for short term. I won't take that from you. I won't. No woman wants to stay in my marriage and go into a marriage and say, I want this marriage to break. They have, because they were not taught how to be financially employed. They see men as ATM. So when anything happened to them, even with their children, they no care. They go do olosho right in presence of the children. And now you men go still put it on their head, say them be olosho. They are sleeping around. And yet, you don't want a woman that is financially stable. Àìrọ́lẹ́pa. Àwọn ọmọ wa obìnrin máa wà financial stable. Wọ́n lọ́kọ, wọn ò lọ́kọ, wọn ò ní tọrọ jẹ, wọn ò ní la òbò káàkiri kan tó jẹun lágbára Ọlọ́run. We are training them. I will continue to train them. We will not do what the mother of those days did for their own girl children. The life has gone past that. Àwọn ìyá ayé ìgbà yẹn wọn ò gbé ayé. Wọ́n kàn bí ọmọ ni. Our girl children, wọ́n á dúró níbi tí àwọn èèyàn gidi ń dúró sí. Àwọn náà á lóhùn. Oprah Winfrey ò bímọ. Kí lorúkọ ìkejì? Whoopi Goldberg ò bímọ. Dolly Parton, bí n ṣe láìkí ẹ̀ tó mi ò mọ̀ pé lọ́kọ, òun ni mo mọ̀. Òun ni gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀, obìnrin ni. Ṣọlọ́runṣọ́ Alákìjà, she's a woman, òun làwọn èèyàn mọ̀. It's not long that we knew the husband. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ ọkọ ẹ̀, kò sẹ́ni tó béèrè ọkọ ẹ̀, obìnrin ni. Dora Akunyili of blessed memory, obìnrin ni. Dora Akunyili of blessed memory, obìnrin ni. Kí lorúkọ woman? What's the name of this woman at World Bank? What's the name of this woman at World Bank? Oprah ni mo sọ pé kò bímọ. What is the woman of this woman at World Bank? Somebody remind me. Our Ngozi Okonjo. Ngozi Okonjo Weala. Nobody, some of us don't know her husband. Now Ngozi we sabi. That is where we are. Something like that kind of women, girl children, we should be looking at breeding now. Anything happen to Ngozi, Ngozi go suffer. Our children go suffer. Our children education go stop. You know how many women's children's education have stopped because husband leave them. Ibukwa Woshika. We have so many women like that. Anything happen to them, will their children's education stop? No. Will their life be stagnant? No. Of course, they will still be feeling the pains, but their life continues. Will they commit spy? No. Even such women, they will not go say because man leave them, then go cut the man brokers. No. You know why? They have a lot at hand than to cut somebody's brokers because man say you no want to do again. If they go cut man's brokers, all the money where they make, who go chop am? No. They would rather make the man waka go, face their business. You see, Alakija, he come out, he say he no marry your husband again. Girl children are to be empowered. They are not slaves. When you marry them, if you find girl, we get money where you marry, is your attitude and ways you train them. And thank God, most of the young boys of today are beginning to understand that marriage is teamwork. It's not a job of, it's not a case of master and slave. No, they are beginning to understand it's a teamwork thing. The younger ones, except the few ones where we say whether the woman self go see the man as ATM or BTM, whatever is wrong with them. You can't, it's gone are those days so that the woman will be powerless and enter marriage. You know, these days, financially empowered, most women go, even most parents, even you men, fathers, you want your children to don't start work. Make her, they work. And when she can't get belle, you go tell her and say, it doesn't stop you from going to work. Carry your belle, they go work, except she has issues. If she doesn't have issues with the pregnancy, they go work with the pregnancy. Earn her money, save her money. As men, they make women. Women, they make men now. And they don't make noise. There are some women will be saying that they make their husband file for them, bring them down here. When they get here, the husband is doing good job. I mean, the wife is doing good job. The husband just rich, she don't know anything. The woman go buy car. So yeah, I know some couple of young ladies that did that now. So yeah, and they are doing well in their marriage. Gone are those days, oh. Gone are those days. Our girl children will make us proud. Not only the boy children. We want to see them walk in high places. We want to see our girl children whining and dining with the high and the mighty. We want to see them at the top. Who tell you say na only man and they see for top? Gone are those days, oh. Since the days of Benji, now we begin wake up small. It doesn't make us, it's just because you men, so with many of our men, they refuse to adjust to the fact that things are not like the days before. Most of our men are refusing to adjust that their wives, that woman is not your house girl. They are refusing to wake up to that fact. That's why we're still they go on. We have so many. And I know with time, honestly, with time, men are going to adjust and things will. Depending on age, ladies, take a break as soon as you eat 4 to 6 month pregnancy if you are in the West. If the person is not doing too tedious job, why not? It's when you are doing tedious job that you don't continue till you deliver. If you are not doing a tedious job, if your body can carry it, why not? Except there is medical issues, that's when you slow down. Your doctor will tell you definitely anyway when to slow down. Not to be rude, but something historically slow learners. Don't worry, we will get there. Maybe there are some things we know embrace before, we don't embrace them now. We will get there. It's a matter of time. We will get there. Everybody will adjust and things will fall back again. So it's a matter of time. It's just that it's difficult for our men, the way they've been brought up, the way they see things. We know as our fathers be now. We don't know. Even the generation after them, we dey see. Even my own generation, we dey see. But it's not the same anymore.